Market opens in 20 minutes. I ain't go anywhere. I'll update what happened with the accounts and everything I learned, etc. I learned a lot from those accounts, and yeah, I learned a lot, and I'll go over what I learned later in the video. But right now, I'm trying to get myself together before the market opens. Getting my brain started after waking up, getting that fresh air. Recycling my breathing system, getting that air from the room out and getting fresh air in. And yeah, I will get back to you guys after the trading session. Alright, it's now 8 o'clock. Finished trading, took a nice win, and everything was shared in the Discord, so I'm not gonna really do like a trade analysis kind of thing because I already sent everything to my Discord. So if you're curious about what trade I took, you can join that and see everything that I sent. But yeah, it was a nice win. Evals are about halfway to passing. We should be able to pass them by next week, and there's still Friday tomorrow, but I'm not gonna force anything. Yeah, I'm going to the gym right now. I need to get dog food for my dog, and then when I come back, I can talk about what happened, what I learned, and what lessons, so what I learned from being in drawdown and how that impacted me as a trader, and how I will grow from it and learn from it. Because I feel like me as a trader truly changed. I learned a lot about trading itself, how drawdown is completely normal, and also I learned a lot about myself and how I react to certain things, and how those reactions lead to poor results. You have to reverse engineer your what goes on, because everything happens for a reason. You just have to dive deep enough to figure out why, and once you can find that why, and usually 90% of the time that why is within you, so you have to figure out what's wrong with you in order to fix whatever's going on. So you have to fix the internal to fix the external, because you can't fix the external without fixing the internal. So you have to fix yourself first before trying to get good results. So yeah, so I'm gonna go to the gym right now, and then I'll pick the camera back up. I gotta eat too. I'll probably get Chipotle. I haven't had Chipotle in a while. So after the gym, I'm gonna get that dog food and then go to Chipotle and then head home. So I'll probably pick up the phone when I'm done with the gym if I have anything to say. If not, then I don't know when I'll pick it up again. But you guys will time travel to whenever I pick up the phone again. So I'll see you guys then. Alright, so I always forget how early it is every time I go to the gym early in the morning, and it's only 9:20 now, and Chipotle doesn't open until 10:30, so I don't think that's gonna happen. So right now I'm at the Pet Smart getting some dog food, and then I'll probably stop at the grocery store and then whip something up at the crib. I don't know what I'm gonna make yet, but probably just some breakfast, something. Maybe a breakfast bagel or something. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna go do now. I gotta wash my hair too and get myself a haircut because the sideburns are growing in. Alright. Necessity. I get the steak. Bro, this is low-key expensive, bro. Ain't got no turkey bacon. The only one they have is these ones, but I like the other one, the other turkey bacon better. This is what I got so far. I basically just got hella meat, bro. Pause. That's really it. But I'm gonna make a breakfast bagel when I get home. I'll show you. Bro, look-y burnt my shit, bro. Bagel, turkey, ham, and cheese. Yup. Time is now 3:43. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I am so tired. I was laying down. I almost fell asleep, but I got up. So I got stuff to do today. I'm gonna cut my hair and then wash it. And then I'll do a sit down talk for you guys about what's next. So stay tuned for that.
Because I didn't have anybody like I'm talking to you. I didn't have that.
Alright, so it's 9 p.m. now. It's a little later in the day, but I didn't feel like recording, but I just decided that I'll just get this video up today because I've been gone for a while, and yeah, I should probably just get this video up because I already started it, so why not finish it? But as far as accounts go, I currently have evals. They're about halfway to passing. I think I already said that, but I'll show you guys. I don't know if I'll probably put up a screenshot right here or something of the credentials, and then after that, that's all. That's it for the accounts that I have right now. But I'm gonna talk about what I learned from that losing streak and where I've been these past couple of days. I've been kind of just like learning, kind of like doing like a deep dive on myself, and that's why I haven't really been posting much, because I've just been taking time to myself and like trying to figure myself out and like really like going deep into like what I've learned and like what I can apply in the future. So number one that I learned, the first thing that I learned is that a losing day or a single losing trade is not the end of the world. There's always tomorrow. And this week really taught me that, because I would, you saw the videos, I went on a very long losing streak, and beginning of this week actually as well, I was losing. I lost like the first 2 days in a row, but I didn't show any of that. I didn't upload any of that. I was just kind of just like going through it on my own. But I had those personal daily loss limits, and I would hit that, and then I would like in the moment, like after I hit that loss limit, I would be like, dang, bro, like these accounts are like over with, like I might as well just blow it. But then like as time went forward and like as the day started to end, and like especially like the next day, the next morning, that feeling of like the accounts being done for, like the trading being done for, was already over. And like that I realized like that feeling in the moment, like that feeling like it's over, and like that account is like done for just because of like one losing trade or one losing day. That feeling is only temporary, but in the moment it feels like that's how it's going to be forever. But realistically, that feeling is only temporary, and if you can be aware of that in the moment and acknowledge that, okay, like I'm feeling this way, and I'm clearly not in the right headspace, and I know that this feeling is only temporary and it'll go away as time passes, then you can easily bypass, you can avoid so much pain, you can avoid going on tilt, you can avoid blowing your account. You just have to be, you really just have to be emotionally aware of your mental state, and as well as being experienced enough to know that that losing day or losing trade is not the end of the day. So I'm gonna try and keep this quick because the sun's going down and it's dark out here, but the second thing that I learned was getting used to being in drawdown. That certain feeling is a feeling that you have to get used to as a trader, and personally I never thought that like that was something that I would have to get used to. but it really is like a different feeling of being in drawdown, you know, not being at that equity high anymore. And you look at that equity high while you're in drawdown, and it seems like it's such a far, it seems like it's such a far like goal away, and like it's gonna be so hard to get back there. But in reality, bro, that equity high is only like 1 to 2 trades away, especially if you're managing risk correctly. That equity high can easily be obtained and broken, because at the end of the day, the goal is not to get that equity high back. The goal is to surpass that equity high and keep going higher. But when you take that losing trade, or when you have that losing day, the only thing that your mind is focused on is that equity high, and you're only focused on how can you get back to that equity high. And that's why people revenge trade, or they over leverage, trying to get back to that equity high as fast as possible, and that is what leads to blown accounts. But so you have to be aware that what was I talking about? Oh, you have to get used to being in drawdown, because obviously it's not a comfortable feeling for anyone. You know, losing money is not comfortable for anyone, but as long as you're managing risk, that small paper cut loss should not mean anything to you, especially if you have a profitable model and you have and you're managing risk correctly. Because like that, at the end of the day, bro, that loss can be easily mitigated, and within even the next session if you have that much experience. But yeah, you just really have to get used to sitting in drawdown and being in drawdown for that day, because that is a feeling that I had to get used to. And some people might not need to like get used to that. Like, some people may not struggle with that, but me, I definitely struggle with that. So yeah. Alright, third thing that I learned, I think this was the main important one lesson that I learned personally for me, was that learning to only take the A+ setups and following your model, because this is why it's so important to journal, bro. I went back in my journal and realized that like 90 to 95% of the losing trades I was taking over these past 2 weeks were not even my model, and at that I was over leveraging them. So like those losing trades could have easily been avoided have I just stuck to my model, and especially, why am I over leveraging in the first place, and in the second place, why am I over leveraging on something that's not even my model? Like, that's just, what are you doing, bro? But yeah, I would say the main cause of me taking those low quality setups was number 1, impatience, and number 2, FOMO. Impatience because, you know, when you're just sitting in front of the charts, especially as a beginning trader, it's very hard to not want to push the button, because you know you're sitting there thinking that the only reason you're there is to make money. But that's not, I mean, yes, the only reason you're there is to make money, but only when the opportunity presents itself. You can't force the market to do anything. You can't force the market to move a certain way, because at the end of the day, bro, the market does not care about you. The market does not care about where your stop loss is. It doesn't care about where your take profit is. Well, you know what I mean, but I'm not gonna go too deep into that. But I'm saying, like, you know, personally wise, you know, when you're in a trade and you're like, oh, I have my stop loss right here, like, oh, the market's targeting me, stuff like that. But yeah, impatience, you just have to, I'd say the main fix to impatience is figuring out your model and knowing what it looks like, gathering the data to know what your model looks like, and simply just waiting for that model to play out. Because like, my model is a 2022 model, and like, I found out that like, when I just like wait for my model to play out, and like with the experience that I have and my ability to read price very efficiently, I have a very high win rate. But those low quality trades and those trades that aren't even my model, that's what brings my win rate down, and that's what affects my my mental state as well. Because when you take a setup that you know is not your model, or a setup that you know is not something you should be taking, then that affects your mental state. But yeah, that's it for the fourth thing. Well, that was the third thing. The fourth thing was that all it takes is literally if you take 3 losses, and like for me personally, every trade I take is no less than 1 to 3 R. Usually it's around like 1 to 5, but so like if I were to take 5 losses in a row, I could easily get back all 5 of those losses with 1 trade. And like that, I never really thought about that, like until I realized, like, okay, like if I don't over leverage, if I manage risk correctly, and I stick to my plan, I can easily wipe out 5 losses with 1 trade in 1 day. Like that right there should tell you, that should be your why as to why you don't over leverage, as to why you don't trade outside your model. Because like it's literally inevitable for you to become profitable. I mean, I'm talking to myself right now, but it's inevitable for me to become profitable if I literally just follow my model and don't over leverage. Like that's simply all I have to do. Like that'll fix my struggles. Everyone else will have their own struggles that they need to fix and things that they need to do. But for me, that's all I have to do, and it's that simple. And then number 5, last one but not least, low risk and consistent low results will always beat high risk and inconsistent high results, because the high risk and inconsistent high results, that will always lead to inconsistency, and that will lead to blown accounts, and that'll just be very stressful as a trader. Trading should not be stressful. Trading should be easy, and you make it stressful for yourself. You make it stressful when you over leverage, or when you get greedy and you hold your trade past your take profit. That'll make it stressful. You make your own trading stressful when you trade outside your model, and you know it's outside your model. That's gonna stress you out. But yeah, low risk compounds over time, and that's like the main reason why you're trading, bro. That's why you're investing, to compound your money. Why do people invest in the stock market? To compound their money. Why are you trading? To compound your money. You're not trading to flip your account from $1,000 to $10,000 in 10 days, bro. That's not why you're trading. That's gambling, bro. We're not here to gamble. We're here to change lives, bro. We're here to make money, and in order to do that, you don't need to risk a lot, bro. Low risk will eventually become high rewards over time due to compound interest, and it's that simple. You just have to submit to time and stay consistent and disciplined over a long period. Not even a long period of time, bro. 1 month. 1 month is all it takes, bro. At least for me, 1 month is all. I know I can do so much in what you already saw what I was able to do in a week, bro. If I would have just followed my rules and not traded outside my model, I would be up right now. But it happens, and I learned. As you guys heard, these past 5 things that I just listed off, those are all the things that I've learned, and now those are stepping stones in my path to becoming the trader I want to be. And it happened for a reason. You just have to figure out that reason why. Most people could have been in my position and gave up. Honestly, like most people, if they were in my position, they would have given up. Or other people, if they were in my position, they would have made those mistakes, and then they would have just been like, okay, whatever, and then not learned anything from it, and they would have just kept repeating the same mistakes over and over again. But me, if I want to change, I have to really like reverse engineer what went wrong and figure out why it went wrong, and that's what I did. And I just listed off literally the 5 things that I learned and gave them to you guys, so that hopefully it can prevent you guys from experience what I went through in the future. But I can't promise anything. I can't control what you guys do, so all I can do is just share my experience with you guys and hope that you take it, because at the end of the day, most traders experience similar things, but they all bring in their own personal issues. But yeah, those are the 5 things that I learned. I'm gonna end the video here. I'll upload tomorrow, probably, because tomorrow's Friday. It's 10 a.m. news, and I'll probably trade. Hope maybe I can pass some of the accounts tomorrow. I'm not gonna try and force it though. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'll take my loss and pass it next week. It's that simple. But yeah, I hope you guys learned something from this. I hope you guys didn't give up on me, bro. I hope you guys didn't lose faith, bro. If you know me, you know that the day I stop trading is the day I take my last breath, bro. And yeah, I'll always be here doing this. Maybe if it's not on YouTube, if I suddenly stop posting, bro, it's either because I died or I'm just locked in on myself. Okay, so don't ever think that I stopped trading, because I will never stop. And I may take a break, but I'll never stop. Like this is what I'm gonna do. So my mind's already made up. But yeah, I'm ending the video here. It's getting pretty dark outside, and this flash from the camera is literally making me go blind. That's why I keep looking away from the camera. But yeah, I'm gonna go edit this video now and upload it tonight, and see you guys later.